In this video, we are going to discuss about decorators in Python programming and answer to the assignment question which I have given in the previous video. So make sure you watch the video till the end. My name is Basha. Welcome to Intermediate Python Programming Tutorial by Code World YouTube channel. This is 10th video in Intermediate Python Programming Tutorial. Before getting to the topic, a request for you friends. If you are first time visiting my channel and want to learn Python programming language, make sure you hit the subscribe button and activate the bell icon to get notifications. Get into the video. See the word decorator. Generally, decorator is a person whose job is decorating rooms, right? So what are decorators in Python programming? Decorators are very useful tool in Python that provide a way to modify functions using other function. A decorator takes in a function and adds some functionalities and return it. So decorators allow us to wrap another function in order to extend the behavior of wrapped function. So we're going to see example of decorators. Python allows us to create nested functions like this. For example, there is a function with name func1 and we can create another function inside this function. Python allows us to do this. This is called nested functions. A function inside another function, and this function to accept two variables a comma b, and this will return sum of these two variables a plus b. I'll call this function 2 now, func2 with values 2 comma 4. Okay, I'll print this here. So print. Now this function 2 is inside this function 1. So if you want to run this function 2, we have to call function 1. So I'll call this function 1. I run this code. See here, 2 plus 4 is 6, right? So 6 is printed. Python allows nested functions. We can pass one function as parameter for another function like this. See here, I created a function with name function1. This will have another function as a parameter, and this will simply print the result. So print result, and this function accept two parameters, so two numbers. So I'll give the two numbers, for example 20 comma 30, and this is the result. So I'll assign OES variable for this is equal to, and here a function which will add these two numbers. So function 2 accept two parameters a comma b and return the result. Return a plus b. I'll call this function 1 now. So function 1 with function 2 as parameter. Now I run this code. See here, the sum is printed 50. So we can pass one function as parameter for another function. Now I will explain these decorators in Python programming with a simple example here. Now I'll take a function def. My function name is our channel name code world. So code underscore world, and this will print our playlists. Till now the playlist in our code world YouTube channel. There are 3 playlists in our code world YouTube channel. So this code world method will return the playlist. So first playlist is Python tutorial for beginners from scratch. This is our first playlist, and next print object oriented programming in Python. This is our next playlist, and next we have this intermediate Python programming tutorial. Intermediate Python programming tutorial. These are the playlists in our code world YouTube channel. The links of these 3 playlists is in description below and above icon. If you want to learn Python, please visit this playlist in our code world YouTube channel. I call this method, run this code. See here, the output is printed. But in this method, I forgot to add subscribe now. So I want to add subscribe now here. But I don't have permission to access this method. So now to add one more functionality, one more line, I use this decorators in Python programming. So see here, I don't change anything. Everything remains same. So when I call this code word method, now we get only 3 lines. This Python tutorial for beginners from scratch and object-oriented programming in Python and intermediate Python programming tutorial. These 3 lines only. But I want subscribe now also. So to add that without changing any code in this code world function, I'll use this decorators in Python programming. See here, I'll create another function and the function name is wrapper. I already told you decorators allow us to wrap another function in order to extend the behavior of wrapper function. So I'll name this function as wrapper. And this function will accept another function. So I'll give function. I'll give this func as a parameter. In this video, I already show you Python has this feature. We can give one function as a parameter for another function. Now inside this function, I'll create another function. So def inside, I'll give this function name as inside. We already talk about this functionality also. This functionality of Python also. Python will accept nested functions. Function inside another function. Okay, inside this function, I'll give function. This function because we need these 3 lines. And also the other line that is subscribe now. So we need these 3 lines also. That's why I give func. We want to print subscribe now, right? So subscribe now. So if you like this video, please subscribe now. Next, I'll return inside. See here, this return is belong to this wrapper function, not this inside function. So this wrapper function returns this inside function. Now see here, code word is equal to wrapper. We'll call this wrapper function, and this wrapper function accept a function. That function is code word. Now, as usually we call this line is same. We call this code word function. I run this code. See here, the 4 lines are printed. Python tutorial for beginners from scratch and object-oriented programming in Python and intermediate Python programming tutorial, and finally subscribe now also printed. So without changing anything in this function code word, we add subscribe now, another functionality to this function. So decorators provide a way to modify functions using other functions. Finally, answer to the assignment question which I have given in the previous video. In the previous video, generators in Python, I have given a simple assignment question. The assignment question is create a iterator with first 10 Fibonacci numbers using this generator. This is our assignment question. This Fibonacci series is a series of numbers in which each number is sum of 2 preceding numbers. So this is the Fibonacci series. Now we want to create an iterator with first 10 Fibonacci numbers, that means up to 34. Now I will show you the solution. You want me to teach more about this Python? Make sure you comment below. Hey, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. See here, first I'll define a function def. My function name is first10, first underscore 10. This is my function name, and inside this I'll give 2 parameters, a comma b, and we know that first 2 Fibonacci numbers are 0 and 1. So I'll assign a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1 here. I already discussed about functions in Python tutorial for beginners playlist. In that video, I already told you how to give parameters like this. This type of parameters are called default parameters. Inside this, I'll take a variable. So m is equal to 0. And next, I'll use a while loop. So while n less than 10. Here we want first 10 Fibonacci numbers, right? So I'll give condition like this. This while loop runs 10 times. when the n value become 10, this while loop breaks. Now inside this while loop, I'll use this yield statement now. Yield a. See here, see carefully. A comma b is equal to b comma a plus b. So this is the main code for this Fibonacci series. In Fibonacci series, each number is sum of two preceding numbers, right? So now I'll increment the n value. N plus is equal to 1. That's it. Our generator is ready. Now I'll create an object for this. I is equal to first 10. Now I'll print the first value in our iterator. Print next of I. I run this code. Syntax error. Sorry. I give comma here. My mistake. I'm sorry. I run this code again. See here, 0 is printed, the first value. I'll copy this line. I'll paste it here. I run this code. See here, next value 1 is printed. I'll show you all the 10 values by using for loop. For x in range of 10 colon print next of I. Right, I run this code. See here the values, first 10 Fibonacci numbers are printed from 0 to 34. Here if you give like this, end is equal to like this. I run this code. All are printed in a single line, so it's somewhat confusing. I will give comma here. I run this code. See here, now it is clear. All are printed in single line from 0 to 34, the 10th Fibonacci number. This is answer to the assignment question which I have given in the previous video. And here we use functions, right? So if you want to know more about functions, if you want to learn more about these functions, in our CodeWorld YouTube channel, I made a video on these functions. This is that video. So click on this video, watch this video. That's it for this video, friends. See you in next video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Comment your opinion on this video in the comment section below. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get notifications. Thank you for watching.